Health and wholeness, everyone. Another video coming your way. I'm gonna make this quick because my battery's dying. But I just wanted to share my experience with using enemas while fasting. And do I recommend enemas or advocate for enemas? So, yes, I've done 2 enemas now during my fasting experience, and I don't exactly know, I can't say how I feel about them. I used to do enemas back in the day, and I always felt extremely sick and nasty, like for the whole rest of the day. And I know that's because it really moves up and churns up all the toxins in your body and starts flushing them, so you can feel really crummy. But other than that, on this fast, I was really hesitant to do one, okay? I was really hesitant, but then I watched some of John Rose's videos, and he talked about how you should be removing your mucoid plaque and things like that, like in the first 10 days of your fast. And here I was on day, like, 32, and I hadn't moved out any kind of sort of that. So I was a little perturbed. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this enema thing a try. In which I do advocate, if you haven't gone for several days and you've tried the date prune water, the overnight soaked date prune water, and that hasn't worked, and it's been days and you're feeling miserable, I do say do an enema. Get that stuff out of you. You don't want these toxins that are being released, that your body's releasing, not coming out. You want them coming out where they're going to just recirculate through your bloodstream, and you're going to feel really crummy. So go ahead and try the enema. Now, water enemas, distilled water enemas, I did one of those with lemon and a little bit of diatomaceous earth. Ugh. It'll be a week tomorrow, and I feel like I'm still recovering. I'm extremely bloated still. I don't know if you can see my tummy. Probably not, but very bloated. I've been bloated since. I felt like I had some type of blockage, which I did, because I did remove the mucoid plaque after I did the enema. A couple days after the enema, the mucoid plaque came out. So I did have a blockage, but for a few days I felt like I still had a bunch of water up here in my small intestine. It was weird. I'm like, did it not come out? I don't know. So I've like I said, I'm a little indifferent now, because then I was like, that wasn't the greatest experience, and I'm still bloated. But I did get the mucoid plaque out. So if you're feeling called to do an enema, do an enema. But I will suggest do an oron, a urine enema. And that might be a little far out for everyone, but it doesn't shock the system as much. And if it is for as long age as you can get it, I would suggest like splitting it half aged, half fresh urine. Because the reason why I think the distilled water enemas I'm kind of poo-poo on them, because of microbiome, and you're flushing all the good microbiome out of your colon, and my body's still, I can tell it's still working its way back. And I even got a little itchy, like yeasty itchy as well, for you ladies that understand that. So sorry for you guys that are watching, but so I know I completely unbalanced my system by shoving that water up my colon and flushing all the good guys out. So I really strongly suggest, I've done it myself, and I'm going to do one today, a urine or enema. So I followed up with the urine enema after I passed my mucoid plaque, and here came more, and I've been getting more out. So I'm going to do another one today just to flush and see if I can get any more out. And how I did that was, I have some urine that's been aging for a couple months, and I did half of that. I did like a cup of that, and then the rest, like 2 cups fresh. So I didn't do a ton. I didn't do a full quart or anything like that. It was just a cup of the aged urine and then 2 cups of the fresh urine, and put it in there. And I really massaged and moved around, and it's a lot easier to keep it in there and really massage when you don't put such a large amount, a whole quart, or however many quarts it is, I don't even know, but it's a lot easier to do that and kind of do some different movements. And get that stuff circulating. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you done enemas before? Comment below if you have, or if you have any questions. But that's just my experience. I feel like I won't be doing strictly water enemas anymore. I'm definitely sold on the urine enemas. And if you guys are having trouble and you are backed up, do an enema. Please do a urine enema. It's your own urine. It's your own. It's not going to shock your body. It's not going to shock your colon. And it's really going to go to work in there on all that stuff. And enemas in general, I know a lot of people that do enemas quite a lot, and that's great for them if it works for them, but I don't really advocate for it because your body needs to go on its own. Now, yes, if you're in dire need and you can't sleep at night and you can't do anything, and you're 8 months pregnant looking, you're constipated, yes, that's what enemas are for. Enemas are for that. Enemas are not for you to take every day or 3, 4, 2 times, whatever, a week. Okay, especially if you're using water, you just don't want to get dependent on that. Your body definitely, especially me, I've gone through a lot of digestive issues, you guys know, and a lot of stool softeners and things like that, and my body got dependent on that, and there was a long while that I couldn't go on my own. I could never go without taking something, so you don't want to get like that. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was 3 days. I was almost 3 days on this juice fast. I didn't have a bowel movement after I did that enema. And I'm like, oh great, I pissed my body off, and now it doesn't want to go on its own. And then so I just kept waiting, and then here came the mucoid plaque. It finally all broke loose. And then the next day I did my urine one, and now it's all just been coming out, breaking loose. So let me know if you have any questions on that or need help with the urine, or if that's something that you resonate with. There's so much information out there. Please go look into it. There's a guy on here, Harry, what's his last name? He advocates hugely for urine therapy. I'll see if I can find him. His name's Harry something. His last name. So, yes. But I'm going to end it there because this video's getting long. My battery's going to die. And I hope everybody got a little more information on urine therapy, or even if it's not information, just kind of standpoint on how they were feeling on it. So, alright everybody, health and wholeness.